Welcome to We Are BC TV. Today I'm excited to interview our senior football players from the 2025 Butte Central Maroons football team. We've got a great group of young men who have given a lot to our program over their careers. And we're playing Friday night for a chance to advance to the playoffs, which is a place we haven't been in a long time. And I know we're going to really rely on our seniors to lead us on the football field Friday night against the Dillon Beavers. My first guest tonight is Mr. J.J. Taylor. J.J. has been in our program for 3 years. He joined Butte Central as a sophomore, and he's been a 3-year starter on the offensive and defensive line. So, J.J., thanks for being here.
No problem.
J.J., so as I mentioned, you transferred to Butte Central as a sophomore, or is it actually part of your freshman year? And you joined our football program your sophomore year, and you immediately made an impact as a starting center. And I know you played some D-line as a sophomore as well, but you've been a 3-year starter on the offensive line. So what's it like to play on the offensive line at Butte Central?
It's quite amazing. I love the brotherhood of going out. We push ourselves and each other so much. It's really fun because we keep each other to the highest standards. I've never really seen that in a football team, but here we play and we have fun with it.
You know, Coach Doug has got a reputation of being a really hard-nosed offensive line coach. Most offensive line coaches, whether it's high school, college, or pro, have to have that personality. But, you know, he pushes our O-lineman hard every night, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Him, Richie, and Hugo.
On the D-line.
On the D-line.
Right. You know, that's one of the things we talked about here. I think we do have some really great coaches on our staff. And they're demanding for sure. They push guys hard. But I think that's part of our culture at Butte Central. We don't get 500 guys out for football, and you know, we take whatever number of guys we have and we mold them into a football team. And it's hard sometimes, but I think at the end of the day, as seniors, hopefully it's something that's rewarding. So.
It is. It's definitely rewarding.
What's your biggest memory as a Maroon football player?
Probably going down and playing in Bobcat Stadium and Grit Stadium this year. One of the best games I've ever played. Funnest.
They were exciting. You know, it was great to play in Bobcat Stadium 2 years ago, and then Grit Stadium, albeit the game was shortened with a lightning problem, but we played great football in both of those games.
Yes, sir.
So tell us about your future. What do you got planned for senior year or after senior year?
I plan on going to HVAC for sheet metal. So I'll go down to Bozeman, hang out in Bozeman for a little while, and travel the world.
Try to get an internship very cool. So, you know, we've talked about your memories, but really when it comes down to it, what's it going to be like to go on the field? You know, Friday, whether we win or lose, it's our last time to play at Tech. If we make the playoffs, we'll most likely be on the road. But what's game day been like for you?
It's definitely been a little emotional. I mean, it's senior year. It goes by pretty quick. The fact that football is almost over is just insane. I just can't wait to go out and play my last game, hopefully play as hard as we can and make it to the championship.
Sounds good.
Have some fun.
Well, good luck, JJ. We're going to count on you and the rest of your brother seniors to be great leaders Friday night. But congrats on your career and good luck down the road. I'm sure I know you're one of those guys that you've always got jobs and you're a hardworking guy. And so best of luck for great success in your future.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next guest today is Kelton Keene, better known as Stu. Where did the name Stu come from?
My dad gave it to me when I was born because I had a football-sized head, he said. So right off Family Guy.
All right. Oh, so you're named after Stewie from Family Guy. All right. Well, Kelton, unfortunately, first opening kickoff of the season, you had a knee injury that ended your season for us, which was a big blow to our team. But, you know, you contributed a great deal to our program for 3 years. In fact, you were our only first-team all-conference player last year. So it was a sad day for all of us. I'm sure for you too to go down.
Yeah, especially
that very first 10 seconds of the season.
Yeah, so, for sure.
And you know, you worked. You know, you're one of those guys that in the weight room and you work really hard to be a football player. So that makes it hard. But
yeah,
I think I speak for everybody, our parents, our school, your teammates, that you mean an awful lot to our program, and you've contributed a great deal. So we're really proud of that.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, it's definitely been, people rallied around, a lot of texts, thanks you, for what I did, or, that they love watching me and everything.
You know, last year, you made some great plays all season. Tonight, as a matter of fact, we were working on one of our comeback routes, and and Renzi and I were talking, and it was like, that's the route skill set that we really missed was Stu. You always found an open window to get open with like our curl routes and our comebacks and that kind of thing.
Yeah, some of our gap routes. Those were my favorite to run. It was just kind of a connection with Ryan, especially. Yeah. He knew to look, keep his eyes up. We always found space.
And once you caught the ball, you're dangerous. I mean, you're not the biggest guy, the biggest receiver in America, but you got a lot of yards after catching the ball.
Yeah, it was good. Ryan always found a good window, and it just allowed, with less defenders in the area, able to make a play.
So at the end of the day, we missed you, in a huge way this past season, but your overall career was outstanding at Butte Central.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Let's talk about your future. What do you have planned for the future?
Gonna go to college somewhere, probably in state. I don't know where yet or what I'm gonna study.
Not sure what you're gonna study.
Not sure.
I know you are. We were joking a minute ago about GPAs. You are one of our top students in the school, and you talk about that. You've already started some college classes, right?
Yeah, I take some classes up at Tech, and kind of is nice. It gets your foot in the door. It's especially at Butte Central, they give you that opportunity to take college classes, so you get some of your generals out of the way. College isn't cheap these days, especially, so it makes it cheaper.
What math class are you taking now? You're in a college class right now in math?
Yeah, I was. It's calculus.
Calculus at Tech?
Yeah.
Oh wow. What's the percentage in there right now? I
couldn't tell you. I don't know.
Probably pretty good. So, maybe talk about your last year you made I know that you ended the game in Browning with an interception. We needed to stop them. You made a big pick at the end. What's your favorite football memory?
My favorite memory is probably either the Browning game or the Hamilton game. It was just a fun game. There was a lot of grit, hard work. Everybody came together and knew what it took to win a game.
Right. You talk about the coaches that you've played for. Maybe just talk about that at Butte Central. I mean, we talked about it with JJ earlier, but you've had some really good position coaches.
Yeah, no, my position coaches definitely helped me the most. There was always something to critique. They coached hard, but at the end of the day, they always built you up, and then the coaching hard allowed me to be the player I was. I couldn't have been half the player I was without some of the coaching.
How's the rehab going?
Rehab is good.
Good.
Yeah, just day by day.
No crutches, I see.
No,
off the crutches
finally off.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on your career. I know it was we were really saddened to have you not out there, but you're a great kid, and you're going to do great things, and we're very proud of your accomplishments as a Maroon football player.
I appreciate that.
Thanks, Stu.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, our next senior guest is Mr. Tony Steitzer. Tony, thanks for being here.
No problem.
You're from a famous Butte Central family, the Steitzers. There's been so many Steitzers that have played here. When we go to games and the opposing team's PA announcer or radio announcer, they always say, "How do you say this name?" So Steitzer's a great Butte Central name, and I know you've had a bunch of uncles and family members who have been Maroon football players. So you're just carrying on the Steitzer tradition, huh?
Yeah.
What? Has that been a good thing or not?
Oh yeah, it's a great thing. Yeah, a lot of family that's played, but hoping to.
And you have some some cousins and
lots more cousins coming
both
up,
boys and girls that have been Maroons and aunts and uncles and that kind of thing. So
yeah.
So Tony, you've been a multi-year starter since your sophomore. You've played in our secondary. You've been an outside linebacker. You've played on offense. You've been a receiver, a running back. Had to play some quarterback last year at times. So you're sort of our multifaceted skill player, right?
Yeah, love playing that. Love doing that though. Gets me reps at every position. It's fun too.
I know this past year where you've really shined is you've been one of our top tacklers on the football team. So
yeah.
You've done a really great job on defense and have really shined at your position. So. Talk about playing for Coach Manzani and Coach Peterson. I know that
it's great. Coach Peterson, he coaches really hard, but that's what we need to. And then Coach Manzani, he coaches really hard too. Great DB coach. Love. So
you got an Irish coach, and Coach Peterson. He's a perfect Irish personality, and Coach Manzani's an Italian. So you've got a good mix of Irish Italian coaches. So I know Coach Peterson. He's hard nosed. I mean, he's serious. Practice. There's. It's by the book every play, every minute, isn't it? So he demands things out of our defense.
Yeah, don't want to make mistakes, but that's what we need.
Yeah. So this Friday night, Dillon Beavers, it's one of the great programs in Class A for the last 25, 30 years, and it's going to be a big challenge. So what are the Maroons going to have to do to play well?
We gotta come out hot like at the start, but by the year we've had, I think we can beat them. We can make playoffs.
I think there's a little more confidence in our team this year. We've had 2 tough weeks, but we were 2 weeks ago we were 4-1 and playing good football, and we played 2 really great teams in Frenchtown and Hamilton, and Dillon's another outstanding team and a big challenge. But I think we're going to have to play our best to have a chance to win.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what are your plans for the future?
Right now, I'm planning on going to Montana Tech and getting a degree in construction management.
So I know over the last few summers and springs, you've done a lot of that kind of work, right?
Yeah, trying to gain as much experience as possible.
Right. So no basketball in the winter, but you do play baseball for the Maroons.
Yes.
So maybe talk about our baseball program.
Our baseball program's great. Started off rough the first couple of years, but these past few years, we've really made a huge step, and we compete now.
It seems like it's gotten better every year.
Yeah.
So what position do you play in baseball? You're an outfielder, right?
Yeah, left and then center field a little bit, and then a little bit of pitching.
Good. Well, Tony, congrats. You've carried on the family name and with great pride. So we're proud of you, and good luck in your future.
Thank you.
Thanks. Our next guest today is senior quarterback Ryan Peoples. Ryan is a 2-year starter at quarterback. As a sophomore, you started as a wide receiver, so you've been a big part of our offense for 3 years. So Ryan, welcome and thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
So the quarterback position is a tough one. You're out there. You have to know just about every position on the offensive side of the ball, but that's one of the things as the field general, I think, as a lot of people refer to as it's a demanding position.
Yeah, it definitely is. Especially at our school, I kind of just have to help everybody, make sure everybody knows what they're doing. So,
well, I think you've been a great job, or done a great job as our leader. I know preparing for this year, you went to a ton of camps this summer, a bunch of quarterback camps, and really worked hard, as as your fellow teammates have. But maybe talk about your summer off season and the things you did.
Yeah, I went to a lot of camps. I think I went to 4 football camps. And then I did a lot of training in the off season with some of my other teammates. And so I just try to get myself as prepared as possible for these guys.
Right.
It just means a lot to me.
Well, so far this year, you've passed for 1,200 yards. And really, we did that in 6 in a quarter game because our game at Grit Stadium was only a quarter before Lightning ended the game. We were up 40-zip and playing really well. We're rolling the offense. But, you've had a really successful year throwing the football. And, to go along with 1,100 yards last year, you're on the verge of 2,500 yards passing, which is a great accomplishment at any level. So Coach Dion sort of took over our offense this year and has done a great job. He was a great receiver at Montana Tech, and he's brought some really dynamic things to our offense. Maybe talk about that.
Yeah, he's just brought a lot to our offense, and sort of our game plans are a little bit more in detail this year, which is great. And the young blood on the coaching staff has helped a lot, I think, with the juice in the team and practice every single day.
Brought some excitement to, just some young excitement, really, right?
Mm-hmm.
Coach Dion does a great job with, I know he's worked hard to be able to not only coach receivers, but he's done a really good job with your footwork and your passing mechanics and that kind of thing. So let's talk about Friday night. The Dillon Beavers are year after year, they're one of the top programs in the state of Montana. They're always well coached. Their kids compete really hard. But maybe what's your first impression of the Beavers?
I think that they're obviously a very well coached team, and they've got probably the best resume in our conference in the past. When's the last time we beat them? 2014.
2014. It's been a while, and they execute so well. So offensively, we're going to have to really go out and be precise and do a good job executing our offense.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your plans for the future. What do you have in mind?
I'm going to go play college football somewhere. Still not decided yet, but I'm thinking around a couple of schools here.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
And then as soon as football's over, hopefully, which is in a couple weeks, you'll move on to the basketball team where you've been a 2-year starter, and I know you've been on the varsity since your freshman year. But that's one of the things that Butte Central, we have a lot of multi-sport kids that play 1, 2, or some of our guys that play summer sport, play 3 or 4 sports. So
Yeah.
it's a great advantage to be a multi-sport athlete.
Yeah, especially this year, we've had a couple basketball guys come out for football, which has helped a lot. So hopefully the football guys return the favor for the basketball guys this year.
Yeah. Is that a message to one of your buddies over there?
Yeah, these guys standing over here.
Well, it's true. That's one of the great things about Butte Central. There's so many opportunities to play sports, and it's part of our school's really our strength. I think is kids have the opportunity to do a lot of things. And you've been a varsity competitor. Really, you played since you're a freshman in both basketball and football, which is that's part of our small school opportunity. So let's talk about academics. I know looking at your teammates over there, and we've got a lot of really smart kids in our program, honor roll kids. So academics really comes first at Butte Central.
Yeah, these guys over here are probably all straight A students. I think so, hopefully. I know 2 of them definitely are, but the small school atmosphere helps like a ton with learning and everything. If I'm struggling in a class, it's so much easier to get help from the teacher.
Right.
And some of these guys over here can help me. So I just think that being in such a small school and classes so small, it's so much easier to excel.
And we talk about our coaching staff being so hardworking. We have some amazing teachers at our school, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Especially the theology teacher.
Oh, who happens to be your mother, right? You had to say that. You always got to take care of mom on camera, right?
Yeah.
Well, your mom teaches religion, but that's another part of our program. Maybe talk about it. We pray in our program.
Yeah, we pray in my mom's class. We pray every day, and she does a great job teaching us. And
but we incorporate prayer into our team,
into
our team life too, right?
Yeah, we pray every day in practice, and then in games we pray a bunch too.
So, well, Ryan, good luck. Hard to believe it's the last home game as the Maroons QB. Done a great job. We're really proud of you, and looking forward to a great future for you. So good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
All right, so our final senior tonight that we're going to meet is Mr. Jack Nagel. Jack moved to Butte as a 7th grader. He's been a part of the Maroon football program really since 7th grade, but a big contributor to the varsity program since his freshman year. You've played multiple positions. You've been a tight end, a wide out. You've been a corner, safety, outside linebacker. You've played all over the place. But one of the things that I think most people will recognize you for, because you're out there doing it all the time, is you're our kicker and our punter. So you're a multifaceted dude, right?
Yeah, I've played pretty much everywhere. I think the only place I haven't played is the D-line so far.
Right. Let's talk about that. Offensively, the last 2 years you've been one of our go-to receivers. Last year I think you had some great games, but you had one of the sort of a career night against Browning where you had interceptions, touchdowns, great punts, a field goal to win the game. You left that field as the star of the night for sure. But talk about your best memory. Was it that, or was it one of the other games that we had?
That one's up there, but I'd have to say Hamilton.
Especially in overtime?
Yeah. Or what was the team? Harden?
Oh, last second walk-off field goal, huh?
Yeah.
We were talking about that. We can only remember one other time in Butte Central history. I know Robbie Johnson, who went on to be a pro baseball player, had a walk-off field goal in overtime in 2000.
Yeah,
so I think your walk-off field goal, 32-yarder against Harden, was a game that a lot of Maroon fans will remember for a long time.
Yeah, that's how that Hamilton game was too. Right before we went to overtime, I kicked a field goal.
Right.
Yeah.
So you think about that Harden game. We had about a minute to go, and we had 70 yards to get down the field. Our hope was to get into field goal range, and you caught a couple passes. You got one pass where it was a screen look, and then you didn't immediately get out of bounds. And I think everybody in the crowd gasped, because if you get tackled, we don't have any timeouts left.
Yeah, I thought I didn't even make it out of bounds. I thought I made it out by the time the clock went out.
Yeah, so you got out of bounds. We sent out the field goal unit. You drilled it. So that was an exciting moment.
Yeah, it was really exciting.
Yeah. Let's talk about your plans. What do you have planned for the future?
I'm hoping to go for welding tech to Highlands.
Go to Highlands College. And, the skilled trades are really, a lot of our BC grads are really going into that. And it's a great profession. And a lot of the skilled trades are jobs that really provide nice livings for people. So that's a great thing.
Yeah, I know. It's hoping to move down to Texas when I'm done, but I'm not really sure yet.
So let's talk about other things. I know you're a baseball player too.
Yeah.
Talk about your baseball career.
Originally I joined it as like a joke freshman year, and then
Coach Richie doesn't let it be a joke.
no, and then it was really fun. So then I had to keep coming back. So I had to at least do 2 sports in my high school career.
Right. So you pitch a little bit, right?
Yeah, I pitch and play third,
Third.
and then sometimes the outfield.
But I think our baseball program is going to be strong this year. I think there's a lot of optimism for success with Coach O'Brien and our players, right?
Yeah, I'm really hoping for some success, especially each year we've gotten a little better. So
right. Let's talk about senior year. Hard to believe that football's. We talked about it at practice tonight. We're 11 weeks into the first day of practice, and it goes by so fast. What are your thoughts about being a Maroon football player right now, going into the senior night?
I really didn't think it'd come by this fast, but it's kind of difficult to process the whole fact that it's possibly could be our last week of playing.
Yeah. Well, I think that in one regard, it becomes a motivator too, doesn't it?
Yeah. Kind of motivates. I feel like it motivates the whole team because it's pretty much our last home game.
Right.
And they want to make it for us.
Right. One of the things that I know your mom has been one of our mom boosters for our football team, and it's an emotional night for parents too. We see all the time and effort that our parents put into supporting you as an athlete and supporting our team, and we're pretty fortunate to have a great group of moms and dads that support our program, don't we?
Yeah, our moms do great work. I know the dads do a lot of work too, but the moms really put on everything for us and make it possible for us to have team dinners on Thursdays and everything.
They help build a lot of spirit, don't they?
Yeah,
So
for sure.
It's an emotional night Friday night, but I know that you and your fellow seniors are going to go out and be at your best, and that's what we always talk about is, take every moment and be at your best, right?
Yeah, for sure. Take every moment. It goes by really fast. So
it does. So, well, congratulations. Really proud of all 6 of our seniors. A bunch of great guys, and I know you guys are going to do a lot of great things in life. So thanks for being here, and best of luck Friday night.
Thank you.